Awesome. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd like to welcome every one of you to Thriving as a Woman. Thriving as a Woman in Real Estate. And I was going to share a story with you. I want to share this story. It's not a story. I want to charge you with something. Our minds are really powerful. And one of the things we're going to be dealing with, if you want to thrive in real estate is a male-dominated industry for a purpose. It requires a lot from you. It is a tasking. It is a draining. It is a stretching industry. So your mind needs to be powerful for you to succeed in this industry. And there are many angles we're going to touch on, but I just want you to understand the power of the mind. And to understand the power of the mind, I'm going to start by sharing with you this point. Every human being is a creative being. We are all creative beings. And at every point in time, whether you are conscious or not, you are creating. You are creating, whether you think you are creating, even when you do not think you are creating. Everything that you see in your life right now, you created it. You created it consciously and you created it subconsciously, but you created it. We are constantly creating. I listened to Dr. Lumide having a conversation with a young girl yesterday, and he told the young girl that if I take my camera and I focus on and I say, I want to snap your face, but instead of focusing on your face, I focus on your belt. That was his example. And I say, I want to snap your face, smile, smile, but my camera is focusing on the belt. What do you think I will snap? Talk to me, guys. What do you think I capture?
The belt.
The belt. Right? I'm focusing on the belt. That's the way life is. You can be saying, I'm focusing on opportunities, prosperity, a good life, a good health, joy, marriage, children, all the good things of life. That might be what you're saying, but your heart, your spirit, your soul is focusing on, how do I pay this next bill? What's this challenge? Life is not going well. How do I make that work? What's my option B, C, and D if this thing doesn't work out? Even though your mouth is saying A, your life would manifest what your focus is on, because you are creative and you are creating. So your mind must focus on what your mouth is saying. Your mind must focus on what your mouth is saying. Don't let yourself get distracted. Don't let your mouth start confessing your reality. Don't start saying something that your spirit is not believing. At every point in time, keep asking yourself, keep checking within. Is my feeling right now creating the future I want? Is my feeling right now creating the future I want? Is my feeling right now creating the future I want? Because at every point in time, we are creating, every one of us. And so we must be deliberate about creating the future that we want. And I really need to celebrate every one of you for being here. The reason I'm doing that is because you have already taken a step in creation. The step in creation is you have believed in your ability to create. That's amazing. You have believed in your ability to create. So once again, I want to welcome every one of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to WIRE, Women in Real Estate. And today we're talking about thriving as a woman in real estate. So I'm going to share my screen. I know that once I share my screen, I won't be able to admit as many people into the group as possible. I won't be saying anything that I think I should make. Let me search for Jumoke and see if I can make Jumoke. Okay, so Jumoke, I've made you a co-host so that you can also admit people, so that if I'm already sharing my slide, it will not affect our ability to admit people into class. Okay, welcome to Thriving as Women in Real Estate. What's the first thing I want to share with you about me? Why am I the person to be talking to you about thriving as a woman in real estate? Well, the truth is I am a woman who has thrived in real estate. I am Topo Makodige. I am a transformational speaker. I'm an award-winning television host of the most popular breakfast show in Nigeria for over 9 years. We're going on to 10 years right now, Your View. I am passionate about wealth and investment, and I help people grow their wealth and stay wealthy. That's what I do. CEO of Rep 360 Limited. It's a real estate company. We are providing safe and profitable investment opportunities for Nigerians at home and in diaspora. I am the founder of Wire. Wire's mission is to facilitate the participation of African women, to facilitate the participation and financial empowerment of African women through real estate. I'm happily married with 3 kids. I have to put that there. Most people say happily married without being happily married, but then I'm actually happily married. So glory to God. But why do I have to be the one to teach you this? I started my journey in real estate last year. And when I started, we launched Rep 360 in February, 1st of February, 2021. And right now we are about 18 months, just over 18 months of being in business. We have 5 estates right now. We're launching our 6th one. You're the first to hear about our new estate. Every one of you in this group, you're among the first to hear about it, aside from those that are in the team of Rep 360. They are the only ones that know about our new estate, number 6, Empire City. We have Ekpe Phase 1, Ekpe Phase 2. We have Empire City Kairos. We have Red Villamagba and Ire 6 that between last year and this year, in less than 2 years, 6 estates, total of over 100 acres. And this is why I feel, this is why I feel like I am qualified to talk to you about this. But the truth is, I've always wanted to teach and empower and impact. But I realized that many people just assume that real estate is for men, and women can only be realtors. Women can only be selling or supporting or being helpmates or being assistants. I didn't want that. From the get-go of getting into real estate, I was very clear. I wanted to be a developer. And it was because I didn't even know if there were anybody that was successful then. Right now, I found out there are many actually successful female developers in Nigeria. There are. Not as much as men, but there are. And I'll be exposing you to many of them. So let me say this. Wire is going to create a new generation of women in real estate, super successful ones. Wire is going to, those that will come into the mentorship program, those that I would mentor directly, it will be a smaller caucus, not as much as this. I cannot handle mentoring 20 people. It's a lie. No human being can effectively mentor 20 people. That's the truth. Because mentorship is tasking. Mentorship takes out of you. So nobody can effectively mentor a large group. Because what you do as a mentor is to replicate yourself on a greater level. Out. Everybody out. Everybody. No. So, for me, I feel that there would be Mentorship would ask you. I had the blessing of having, I have a few mentors, and honestly, I cannot say my story without those mentors. I don't have, I would not be where I am without those mentors. You all know that I used to be a makeup artist. In case you don't know, um, I was a makeup artist for 12 years before I left makeup. After 12 years of being a professional makeup artist, I had 3 makeup studios. We shut down 2 during COVID, and only 1 came back to life after COVID. And the one is still running till now. I still earn money from makeup. I do not do makeup again since last year, but every month my makeup studio still pays me. And um, it was an interesting journey. But coming into real estate for me, I've shared this story several times about how I went into real estate because I really felt that in the heart of COVID, many people did makeup as an option. They didn't do makeup because they want to. They did it as last minute. But people were buying real estate because they knew there was only one place to put their money into. And real estate was a win-win situation where clients would buy a property and I would earn from them and they would still say, thank you. You know, I was able to have a huge positive impact on a wider ecosystem on my journey of wealth building. I've always wanted to build wealth. I'm not shy about my ambition. I do not see myself as someone that is wired to be small or wired to live small or live in mediocrity or live in silence. I am wired for the stage, wired to have impact. I'm a Christian and I know that God has put in me his creative ability to be a king as well as a priest. So I'm always a very, very, very hungry person, but I do not want to be, I don't want to be I'm not a greedy, hungry person. I don't believe I should take from you. Oh, this is Mrs. Oki. Let me take her money. Let me take from Abimbola. Let me take from Jumoke. Let me take from everybody. And then I will become the wealthiest person. No, I strongly believe that there must be an ecosystem that supports everyone. So when I fell in love with real estate, was when I realized how positive the impact of real estate can be in the lives of everybody around. Real estate truly makes the money circulate. And if you are on the fence thinking, how can I do real estate? We'll talk about different ways you can do real estate. There are different ways. I don't think it's in my slide, but before, real estate is broad. You can be a real estate investor. You can be a real estate developer. There are 2 different things, and you can be a realtor. Our journeys are different. One of the things that I love about this life is everybody's path is different. And when you copy someone because you say, oh, TMO is doing this, I want to do this as well, you are going to always be an imitation. You need to find your own path. This is how I want to do my own. I'm blessed with mentors, and that is one of the things we want to do with Wire. We want to provide mentorship so that people can succeed faster. There are people that I know that have been in real estate long before me, and they probably own 1 or 2 estates. And it is not to mock them, not because, oh, TMO knows everything to do. No, I was blessed with people who wanted me to grow. And even when they did not know what to tell me on how I should, on the next line of action, they were willing to just pray for me. They were willing to just support me and just motivate me. One of my mentors would just, he will tell me, Topo, you're doing so well, no problem, just calm down, you're fine. I hope you know you're doing well. I hope you know you're doing, as like, that's all he would just be saying over and over again. I'm like, hey, what's up? This thing is not going, Joe, it's not moving. You say, I hope you know you're like, it's just going to repeat it over and over again. And even though it is just a line, I hope you know you're doing well. It was very comforting at those seasons in my life when I was just starting. I still feel like I'm just starting anyway. Even though we have 6 estates, our target is to have 10 estates by the end of this year. And who knows what God can do between the next remaining months. I am going to share with you what Wire is about. Our vision is to create 1 million female millionaires in real estate across Africa. Now, in real estate doesn't mean real estate developers. It doesn't mean real estate builders. I'm saying I want a generation. We want to create a movement of millionaires who own real estate. Many women, when they do business, maybe a woman owns this Nirvana water. A woman will own this water, and all the woman access to the water. She will not buy extra land. She will not buy extra houses. Every investment she has is going into the same business. One of the things that men do differently is men diversify. A man would own this business, and then his friend wants to set up a shoemaking business. He will put small money there, just so that that one is growing. He would have shares, he would have land, he would have assets. So what we want to do is raise 1 million female millionaires through our website, through our Facebook group, through our Zoom meetings, through our webinars. We go around and help people understand that you are a woman, you are also an owner of earth. This earth belongs to men and women, not just men. Our mission is to facilitate the participation and financial empowerment of African women. Real estate can make people millionaires in a short while, not one off. I am a living testimony. Real estate can make freedom in a shorter while than many other illegitimate persons. In a legitimate way, you can make money in real estate, and women must be partakers of that wealth. So our mission is to facilitate the participation and the financial empowerment of African women through real estate. No are we going to be begging or asking and scoping and waiting for Oga to come and do this, Oga to come and do that? No, you are able to make financial decisions by yourself. You are able to fund your entire lifestyle without a man. That is the truth. That is where we should go to. Not that if a man is not around or if anything happens to your husband or something goes wrong, everything goes down. The average woman becomes a beggar when they lose their husband. Majority, not just in Nigeria, even in America. Why is there so much poverty among Black Americans in America? Because they are single mothers. Even though they have food stamp and support from governments, they have to raise children by themselves. In most cases, it becomes a revolving circle of crime. Every woman's success should be an inspiration to another. We are strongest when we cheer each other on. That's a quote from Serena Williams. For a long time, people tried to make Serena feel like they are pitching her against her sister. Even when she and her sister are playing against each other, they are hugging themselves after the end of the match because they know whether I win or you win, we all win because we are women. And our success, one person's success as a woman, can trigger many others. You have no idea. Finding out 2, 3 other women in real estate, what it did for me. At first, I felt like, oh gosh, what I'm doing is not, nobody has done it. It's such a stressful thing. And then I saw another company, Gracias, and I saw Lifecard. Then I was like, you mean these companies are owned by women? And they have all these estates and all these trucks and all these things? They became an inspiration to me. Same way I am an inspiration to you. And in the course of our mentorship, you would encounter my mentors. I will bring them to you. They will teach you. They will share what they share with me, with you. You will learn from where I'm learning. What would cost millions and millions and millions? Built women build others. That's our tagline. A woman that is built will build others. I can do this because I've been built, and I would gladly build other people. And you would also pay it forward. That's the truth. And if imagine the impact, there are 20 people here. Imagine the over 20 people actually. Imagine 20 millionaires, not one of, consistent millionaires, saying, I want to empower another 20. That's 20 times 20. And then you encourage those 20 to touch another 20. And we are able to birth the dream in them. And we can make them fight. Like I want to make you fight. I want you to enter this new week with a renewed energy of purpose and of self. So, mindset. Overcoming internal limitations so you can break external barriers. For women, sometimes we are our own greatest limitation. But the truth is, if you believe you can, you are right. And if you believe you can't, you are also right. You are also right. Let me come to see the faces of those I'm talking with a bit more. The truth is, when it comes to life, mindset is so powerful. I am a student of mindset. Even as much as I feel like I know a lot about mindset, I am still a student. Like I am still learning about mindset. I am still questioning my mindset. I'm still asking myself on a regular basis, am I thinking right? Because I know that my reality is based on the quality of my thinking. And if I want to upgrade my next level, if I want to move to the next level, I want to change the way I'm thinking. So every human being, every one of us, we are a student of mindset. We must keep asking ourselves, do we have the right mindset? Are we thinking right? Are we stretching right? Are we on the right track? And it is, I'll put it this way. I went to do a meeting. I was at a meeting about 3 weeks ago. I'm with the new estates that we are launching. Empress City is the name, because I'm into the season where I want to do something that is feminine. Empress is a ruling woman, you know, a female ruler, like a queen, but not a word queen, because sometimes queen can connote the wife of a king. You understand? Are you with me? A queen can connote the wife of a king, but empress is like the highest, like a woman ruling a city. So the place is called Empress City. So I was going to go for the meeting. And I didn't have my driver, so I drove to Ekpe from Aja. About almost 2 hours of traffic between Aja to where I was meeting the family. So I parked my car at Ekpe roundabout, jumped into the van of my agent, and the agent kept driving. We were driving. The man was like, I hope you're not scared. He was saying it in Yoruba. I hope you're not scared I want to kidnap you. I hope you're not scared I want to kidnap you. And we kept driving. Then we got to the express, like Ekpe-Ijebu Expressway. Then as we're now going, FRSC officials wanted to stop the car. So they flagged down the car. The car slowed down and they saw me and they were like, madam, well done. Good work you're doing on TVC. My driver, I said not my driver, my agents now told me that if a person wants to kidnap you, said they cannot kidnap you. Everybody knows you around. I just laughed. I said, I'm not worried. The next thing we turned into a bush. My sisters in this community was a bush. We turned off the expressway and we were going inside. You know, when you are driving and there is no settlement to the left or to the right, I was like, I'm one not to live in fear. But I just asked him, I said, but Shay, is there a village where we are going to? Because we're supposed to go and meet with the family that owns the land. I'm like, is there a village at the end of this road? He now explained to me that there's another way to get to the village that is more open, but that this particular route was closer to the land we are going to acquire. That was why it took me through the land. So I met the Bale. The Bale brought his Otun, like about 4 chiefs. Some of them sat down. With the agent, I was the only woman. And this is inside Ishiwo, Ijebu-Ode. Like, I was the only one. And we're having a conversation. And I was negotiating, we're talking, the price was going back and forth. No, you have to deposit 50 million. I see from where? In my mind, I'm just looking at myself like, what will we see? He said, no, you have to make this amount of money deposit. I said, hey, calm down. I'm an Ijebu girl. We are together in the matter. And we had that conversation. And I told them that this is not the first estate and it's not going to be the last. And the reason I'm sharing the story with you is because when you're going to always face a challenging situation. but your mindset is what will help you overcome when you get there. You're going to face scary situations, but your mindset is what will help you overcome. You must build your mindset so that whenever you face any challenge, from your inside, you have the strength and the will to deal with the problem. There are, as like, I cannot even start counting the several scenarios. We were launching Kairos, some ego smoking guys just showed up. Let me go back to, what am I doing? Stop sharing. Some ego smoking guys just showed up. We're going to launch Kairos. I just laughed. I was like, why is this thing not showing? I was just laughing because I felt like this is just a testing thing. It wants to test me. I'm not going to allow life put me into a box. We are going to do what we need to do. Yes. How to, so I was talking about mindset. If you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can, you can. I have gone into sites to search for land with my husband, and my husband gave up before we got to the land. It was like, this place is too, I'm not going again, let's turn back. And that's a man. And I told him, let's continue. We are going to go there. We are going to go. If there's something going on there, we must go there. We must go and see it. What if there's an opportunity there? We must not shy away from opportunity. It's your mindset. Even where men fail, a woman can succeed. That's the thing. And it is from first building yourself from the inner man to know that you have the capacity to succeed. So let me move on quickly. Overcoming internal limitations. Yes, I've taken this. How to stretch to meet the demands of being a woman in real estate without compromising your values. This is very important for me to share with you. Very, very important. Very. Now, as per real estate directly, I'll tell you the truth. I've never been in a position where I am asked to compromise my values in terms of my body. I know many people feel that for you to succeed in real estate as a woman, you might need to sleep around. Oh, marketers in banking sector, they always sleep around before they make money. I've never been propositioned in that way. Now, of course, people have propositioned me. They will toast, if you are fine, they will toast you. That now I've realized it's not an insult. It's just the way men are wired. Even if you wear 5 wedding rings on your hand, they will still come and toast you just because they feel they want to try their luck, whatever. But what am I sharing with you? You can succeed as a woman in real estate without compromising your values. And how does that happen? Your values, everybody has what they call their core values and the ones they can bend. One of my own core value is positivity. Another of my core value is faith. So imagine you want to go and buy a land and they're saying there's sacrifice on the land or that there is a God there. I've gone to check a land before and there was a white cloth with some stones and they said is Ojubo. I don't know how to say it is a shrine. I'm not joking. This year, they said in the estate, in the land, they left a portion of the land that it is where the shrine, they come and worship their God. And we had to walk past because it was on the way to where I was trying to check out. I ended up not buying that location because I did my search through survey and found out that some of that area was going to fall into committed acquisition. They had plans. There's going to be a refinery on one side and there's something else they want to do with that other side. If I entered into that place, it would have been a one chance bad deal in future. But compromising your value, one of my core values, like I said, is faith. I don't want to, I cannot afford not to sacrifice my faith. I'm very, very big on integrity. I'm very big. My core value is an acronym. I'm all about faith. I'm all about love, positivity, integrity, and growth. Those are the 5 things that you don't just touch it. So what do I mean? You can accomplish your goal and also live an accomplished life without sacrificing those things. You just have to put in the work and believe that you can run a business in real estate with integrity and never conform to the pressure to cut corners, because every time you look around, they make you feel like you must cut corners in Nigeria. It's not true. If there is anything the past 6 weeks have taught me in being in Lagos Business School, is that there are several businesses in Nigeria that are managed by human beings that do not compromise or cut corners. They do not pay bribe. So I have a signboard, really massive signboard, currently at our new site, Kairos. It's massive. LASA is asking that we pay 300,000 naira for that signboard. If I was to bribe, I could have paid 150. And I told my husband, I said, please, let's not bribe any. Are you sure that's the official fee? He said, I said, that's what we are paying. Let us pay the official fee to Lagos State so that our signboard will stay there in peace. It is easy for me to say I want to bribe. And it is natural to think that I have to bribe and tip in order to make everything work. But it's not true. If you start your company with the mindset that you're going to be bribing your way, you cannot sustain it. So what I'm sharing with you is, if you are someone who feels I value honesty, I value integrity, I value adding value to people's lives, and I don't want to compromise. I don't want to become the next Nigerian business that they find out took money from somebody, used the money to buy a house and buy land. You can do it in real estate. You just need to have the right mentors guiding you. So let me move quickly. Believe that you can run a business in real estate with integrity and never conform to the pressure to cut corners. How to stay consistent, how to stay consistently inspired to set goals and surpass them. If you want to succeed in a competitive industry such as real estate, and believe me, real estate is an extremely competitive industry. You need to show off your ability to bring results to the table. You need to have a growth mindset. And like my mentor says, result cancels insult. So real estate is a very competitive industry. Everywhere where our site is, on your way there, you see like 5, 6, 7, 8 signboard. All of you are on the same line. All of you are selling the same market. My brothers and sisters, no, there are no brothers here. My sisters are sisters. My sisters are mommies and aunties. It's competitive. You need to be creative. For you to thrive, you need to have results. You need to be creative. You need to show up. You need to task yourself to think differently. You need to look away from the competition. Sometimes I follow some real estate companies, and because they are so active, I would unfollow them so that I can focus on my own self. Because if I keep on following and looking at them, I'm going to be copying everybody, and I will not be able to generate a creative solution. Nobody succeeds as an imitation. You must think creatively. Nobody succeeds as an imitation. You will copy, you will make money, but you won't have a legacy. For you to succeed in real estate, you have to think creatively. You have to look away from competition and focus on differentiation. What can I do differently? How can I market differently? How can I appeal to my clients differently? I know that it's easy to think there are not enough customers, but that's not true. There are. And there are 2 approaches, and I'll tell you my own approach. And this is something I'm sharing with you. My own approach to customers is that, yes, there are 2 groups. The category of those that already have money, they already have all that money, and I'm telling them to invest into real estate. Second category, the people that have capacity to have money, but they don't know. I teach them how to make more money. And when they make the money, they will naturally invest in my company. For me, that's the biggest market. The biggest market is that there are a majority of people who don't know that they can make money. And if you can help them to make money, Even though you don't have any money, you teach them how to make money. They will in turn make that money and invest with you. There is a proverb that a broken vase can still water plants. The fact that you don't feel like you have achieved does not mean you cannot add value to people. A vase that is broken can still become a host of a plant. You can still use it to water. The fact that it's broken does not mean it is condemned. Do not let any mindset limit you from thinking the possibilities available in real estate. Mind you, in my own case, I honestly started real estate without any capital. I know that it sounds like aspire to perspire, all these motivational speakers have come again, started with zero, now you have kiniko. The truth is, my company account had zero. My first staff is not in this meeting, Sandra. She knows how much was in our account. We had no amount in the account. All I had was my Facebook page and my Instagram page. And I was like, this is the only thing I have. And this is the only platform I can use to market. And you might think, oh, TMO has Instagram page when she was starting. I don't have Instagram followers. I don't even have any page. I'm just starting. I don't have any follower. I don't have Facebook. I don't have YouTube channel. I don't even know how to do all these things. That is why it's important that you get people that have gone through that journey that can then tell you, okay, what do you have in your hand? Because everybody has something. You have a community. If you don't have a community, you have a friend, you have someone, there's a contact list on your phone. There is something you have that can be a step to helping you achieve your goal, but you don't see it yet because you feel, I don't have what this person has, which is why I told you, in a competitive industry, you cannot succeed by competing. You must differentiate yourself. I'll go back to my slide. Results cancel insults. How to leverage wisdom and explore and experience of mentors to replicate proven success. A mentor helps you connect the dot and see from a higher vantage point. A mentor shows you their mistakes so you can avoid them. A mentor is a great leverage in real estate. Actually, a mentor is a great leverage in life. You cannot do life. You should not do life by yourself. Don't. If you have been doing life by yourself, stop it. You will make unnecessary mistakes. Don't do life by yourself with your own wisdom. Benefit from the advantage of having a mentor. Let me tell you, and not everybody can mentor you. I was in class last week Wednesday. One lady, she does, her business is called AfriConnect. Oh, I'm going to go there. Her business is called AfriConnect. Now, what AfriConnect did, she was sharing her story. She was talking about all the things she was doing, spoke about everything. And I asked her, how did you get on the board of 3 companies? She said she did not know. She said she did not know how she did it, that she just got a phone call and they said, come on the board of the United USAID, like 3 boards, big boards that she's on a member of. When we left the class, I told my classmate, I said, I cannot ask her to mentor me. She's an amazing person. I would love a relationship with her, but she can't mentor me because she doesn't know what she did to succeed. So she cannot replicate it. She cannot teach me. Everything I did in real estate, I know exactly what I did, and I can explain it to you. A mentor that does not know what they did to succeed cannot teach you. It's not because they don't want to teach you. Sometimes they don't even know. It will be like they are coding. They did not know. So Deborah asked this question. Deborah said, how did you get your first land in real estate? Well, the truth is, my first land in real estate, my mentor, I sold for my mentor. I started as a realtor. I was selling my mentor's land. and I gathered enough capital. By the time I was going to buy my first land, I had a little, just a little, I had a little over, I had 4.8 million naira. Let me do the calculation, just to be sure. Yeah, I had 4.8 million naira. By the time I was going to start my own first estate, I had already saved from my commission 4.8 million naira. And it wasn't like I had the entire 4.8. It was just that I found out that for me to get a land, they said I must deposit for 1 acre. How? My mentor already bought 20 acres right by the side. My mentor took me to the family and told them, this my sister wants to buy 5 acres of land. So he said, if she does not pay, I will remove 5 acres from my own for her. Let her put her signboard. That's why I'm telling you the beauty of mentors. So I paid to put my signboard, paid to clear a small portion, and they asked me how much. So per acre, the land was coming to us for about, it was 4.8 per acre. So that means each plot was about 800,000 naira. Because I was trying to raise money. And when we were going to pay for this land, you know, they said I should pay for 1 acre. So I must pay for that 1 acre to sign the contract. I did not have any money. So I went to, my mentor now said, I should sell from his own plots. So I went on Instagram and I started saying I had land for 1 million naira. And in like 3 weeks, in a week, we got 4.8 million naira in 1 week at 1 million. People were paying. They were paying. As they paid the money, I took that money and went to give the family as deposit for my own. You know, originally, he just told the family to meet me so that I would know how much the land is worth from them directly. Then he told them that I will be selling it, but I'm selling his own until I have enough to buy my own. So this happened in August last year. So I started selling his own. I started by saying I thought I was selling his own land. So I was marketing and marketing. As I was making the money, I was sending it to the family. By the time my money reached 1 acre, I signed my contract with the family. In 6 months, we paid for 10 acres. Because for me, I did not look at the money that I was making from them as my money. Every money that was coming from the land, I was paying the family straight. Technically, I feel like I did not make money from my first estate because really, I wasn't wise in my planning. I just wanted to launch my first estate. Right now, that estate that was selling for 1 million, 1.5, we're selling now for 2.5. We sold out. We are reselling for customers between 2.5 and 3 million. My customers are making more money from the land than me that I use head to go and find the land in Bushmead. But it's part of the story. It's part of the story. That was how we started. So in actual fact, because when I say 4.8, when I mentioned it, just remember that the truth is I didn't actually have that 4.8 million naira. When they told me to bring the 4.8, I asked, where will I see this money from? He now told me, start selling, like take 5 acres from my land. Not that they cut it out, they just told me, assume you have 5 acres and be marketing. When you raise the money, use it to go and pay for your own land. That's the power of mentorship. That was the only location I did with him like that. The next location was another partnership. Somebody also said, okay, I have this land, that's Beverly Park Estates. He said, I've acquired this land, but I don't have the money to pay. I can't afford to pay for it. TMO, you have to help me. How do we pay for it? You know, most of you are looking, most people outside look at me like I'm a billionaire. Very soon, I'm going to reach there. So that was how the guy came to meet me. You need to help me pay. I need money. I need this money by the end of this month. 15 million naira, end of this month. And that was 3 weeks to go. I told him, I want you to give me a signboard on the site. I'm the only one that will sell this location. Let's go. That was how I started selling Beverly Park. Beverly Park is a partnership. When I was counting my estates, if you remember, I didn't count Beverly Park. I said Ekpe 1, Ekpe 2, Bini, Kairos, Ire, and the new Empress City. I counted 6. I didn't count Beverly Park. Beverly Park would have meant we have 7 estates, but Beverly Park is a partnership. And we started marketing and selling and selling and selling. And thankfully, we were able to raise the money for him to own his own estate because he partnered. In real estate, it's a win-win situation if nobody is greedy. Every one of you can thrive right now from this point. There are step-by-step approach that we're going to go into in the proper mentorship program. But I know that I'm as much as possible, I'm trying to give you the truth of my story and as much as I can squeeze into this session. Common pitfalls to avoid as a woman in real estate. Don't assume everyone will support you. That's the truth. I had meetings with big names in the industry that I felt, And the good thing is I am blessed with access. Honestly, I know that is a blessing. And maybe because I've been on TV for many years, many people might know me. Even those that don't know me, they will hear of our show one way or the other. So that opens doors. But I had meetings with people that they did not even hide their support, their lack of support. They were like, "What? Why are you leaving? Like, go back and do what you are doing." They were like, it was almost like, what are you feeling like? So you now want to enter real estate? Oh, God. Real estate, buying, seeing. As in, I could see it on their face, like everybody now feels like they can do real estate. And that's the truth. Not everybody will support you. And it's not like they are bad people. They are just not at the right place at that time to be of support to you. So I did not take it against any of them. That's why I'm not mentioning anybody's name. Don't be complacent when you hit milestones. Always strive for more. This one is my middle name. I don't know how to rest. I don't think it's good. I think it's important to balance. Balance is very, very important. But it's extremely important that we don't fall back and say, man, I've sold out 2 estates. You are like, I've sold out 2 estates, what next? Before you even sell out the 2, you have opened the 3rd one. As of January this year, I entered the year without having any of our own property to sell, only Beverly Park. I was so uncomfortable. I set my goals, and then I was going from bush to bush. I went to Abeokuta. I went all around Shagamu, Shimawa. I was looking Mowe, what do you call this area? I was looking because, I stay in Magodo, so all these Abeokuta, Mowe were closer to me than Lekki Aja. I could not start going to look for land in Lekki Aja. It was just totally out of it for me. I was searching because for me, I do not believe that you should rest when you have a milestone. You must keep on thriving. You must keep on pushing. You must keep pushing yourself to do something, pushing yourself. So you don't say, I've already done one. Let us go and chill. Let us make the money and go and rest, because probably the first few estates you are going to sell, you're not going to make much money from it. You might not even make anything. Only realtors have guaranteed income, and that's a viable angle for those that want to thrive as realtors. Realtors know if I sell 50 million, bad as bad, I have 5%. Wonderful scenario, I have 10%, which means I sell 50 million, I have 5 million. What, like, if things are now, if I have a good structure, I'm a top realtor, I can get as much as 7.5 million naira on every 50 million naira I make. For the developer, it's not guaranteed. It's not. That's some of the downsides to being a developer, which is why the last point in my slide was very important. You need to keep records. You need to know how much came in, how much went out, how much did we spend, how much family, which family are we paying next, how many families do we need to pay money, when are we supposed to pay them their money? Like, keeping records is essential, because majority of your vendors are out to scam you. Majority. So it's important that you have proper records of what you're doing part-time, so that you don't run into crisis. Many people that we think are scam are not actually scamming. They are not scamming anything. They just don't have information. They don't have information. So what do we want to do at Wire? What I was going to do, let me share my slide before I say the story to conclude this meeting. What are the opportunities at Wire? Mentorship, community, resources. Nobody in Wire community would struggle looking for a lawyer. So my first land I bought, the surveyor charged me 800,000 naira for survey. I paid him 100%. 2 months, I did not see survey. Survey and layout. I had to pay somebody else 500,000 naira to do the same job. The surveyor did like he was going to work and disappeared. When we first started the estate, we first cleared. Family said they will help us clear. In my ignorance, I allowed the family to clear for me. They charged me 1.2 million naira for clearing. I paid for the clearing. All of this is not captured. You know how much I said I bought the land and how much I sold, so you can understand, and all of these expenses are still on that same land. When I said we did not make money, we lost on that land. Understand? That's why mentorship is important, because if I had grilled my mentor well, and the person understood how they did it, they will have been able to break down for me how to avoid the mistakes that I made. Anybody in this community that is going into development will not make those same mistakes. You will have a surveyor, because the community has a community surveyor that you have exposure to. You will have a lawyer. My lawyer is an amazing lawyer. I was looking for a lawyer to help me do my agreements, and I got 2 lawyers. They were going to charge like 2 million, one person 2.5, one person 1.5. They're saying we'll charge 2% of the land, we'll charge this one. And now I spoke to my mentor. I called my mentor, one of my mentors, and I said, lawyer is asking me that to draft agreements, they will be charging 2%. This land, by the time we do 20 acres, they are going to be collecting almost 5 million just for drafting agreements. Why? It's too much now. He now told me, no, I should not pay a lawyer per transaction. I should pay a lawyer per year on retainership. Guess what? That lawyer has been my lawyer since last year. I did not pay him more than 2.5 million naira. He has done contracts for 6 estates for me. Imagine if I did not have a mentor. I would have paid him almost 5 million naira for just one estate. And I'll be paying like that for every estate. But because I have a mentor, the mentor gave me advice that don't pay for one location, pay for 1 year and ask him for retainership. When I called my lawyer and told him, I want you on a retainer, he knew somebody had advised me. He just smiled. Because it is to the advantage, your ignorance is to the advantage of professionals. They will take advantage. I will do work for you part-time now. Why would you want me on retainer? Because if I'm on retainer, I am working for you without pay every time. You're only giving me small change for transport fare. Like I said, the Wire community would provide mentorship, community, people to talk to. If somebody in the community has an estate in let me even say an estate in Ibadan, you can always say, okay, how did you get a land in Ibadan? Me too, I want a land in Ibadan. When I joined Dr. Olumide Emmanuel's community, and me, I know how to use mentor. I know how to, because you can have access and you don't know how to use it. You must use your access. You can have access and not know how to use it. Listen to me and listen well. You must use your access. So I joined Dr. Olumide Emmanuel's class, and I went to meet someone and I say, hey Joe, how do you do this thing? How did you get this land in Ekpe? The land I bought. I don't understand. I'm selling it at 1 million. The man said, hey, you are selling land at the land at 1 million. Lie, don't try it. Right now, change the price to 1.5. I just had to quickly go change of price, 1.5. He said, you cannot sell at that price. I am telling you, Another mentor, another person in my community. This one is just, we're both in the community of the Tolumide Manuel. I was at Billionaires Conclave. After the program, I asked him, I say, how are you getting all this, your land? You alone, 4 estates in Ekpe, you 1 person, 4 estates. Why? You want to buy the whole of Ekpe? Take me with you now. He said, but you're in Ekpe. I said, I don't like where I am. I want to go to other places in Ekpe. And that was how he introduced me to a location. As in, the beauty of community. There is a member of Dr. Olumide Emmanuel's class now, our community that he was talking to me in church this morning. He says he wants to buy in Ekpe. I should introduce him. I told him, okay, this place I'm buying is 50 acres. They still have 10 more acres by the side I can give you. I've checked the place, it's good. It's a high ground, it's not waterlogged. I've done the search. So I have my own surveyor has already run the check on the place. He is going to be benefiting from the community he's in. And that's the power of what we're trying to achieve with WIRE, through the community, through mentorship and the resources, our legal resources, our accounting resources, our survey resources, our agent resources that will be available for you. So the real estate mentorship for women in real estate is a special program that we're introducing to you today. For you to join our flagship mentorship program, it's a 3-month intensive mentorship. It is going to start in October till December. And what are you going to learn? How to grow your real estate portfolio. So if you are like me, January last year, I had nothing. I had no real estate portfolio. Like I did not have anything called portfolio. I didn't even have talk less of folio. So we're going to help you grow your real estate portfolio. We're going to teach you on the power of personal branding in real estate. Who are you and who do people think you are? We're going to help you with legal and tax processes. We're going to talk about accounting challenges and how to overcome them, documentation challenges and how to overcome them. We're going to discuss strategies for continuous innovation and business growth. We're going to talk about recruitment and how to boost your staff productivity and performance. So there is a WhatsApp group where you can sign up. Everybody, I think, is already in the WhatsApp group. And there's a 50% discount for you because you joined this webinar. Like I said, I cannot even handle 10 people. You see, for everyone that joins this mentorship program, these 3 months, we are Siamese twins. You have access to me inside out. Like you will see, let me let you understand. You will see my books. We will go for family meeting. I will take you to how I buy the land. So it is not, this is not a, I can't handle plenty people. It has to be a small set of people that I know are ready. It will take a lot from me, but it will be a blessing to whoever is joining. So the investment, and it is an investment, the investment fee is $1,000. So we're doing $1,000 at the rate of $650. I know Jumoke has calculated something different. I want Team Jumoke, they have done, what do you call it? They're going to do current exchange rates, no. We're going to do dollar at the rate of 650 or 600. Jumoke, what did we agree on, Seth? I can't remember. Was it 650 or 600? Anyway, you are getting 50% discount. 650, okay. You're getting 50% discount and you can spread your payments if you sign up because you are part of this webinar. One thing I can tell you is that there will be significant changes in your life. Like the core of the class, the core of this class, what we're doing in this mentorship, this 3 months mentorship is training, but you have access to me for the next 1 year. Like you have access to ask me any question. You have searched for a land. You want to fence your land. you are marketing, you want to understand how to go about any phase of your real estate journey, you have access to Ask Me Anything for 1 year. But the core class itself is going for $1,000 discounted. Now, by next week, I want to do a very fine photo shoot. I'm telling you because the branding. When I do my fine photo shoot, I will now launch the program. I'll launch the program at $2,000 on my page, on social media, advertising. But you know what I said, personal branding. It's important that you prepare for what you want to push. The people that you would, of course, we'll be having a conversation with everybody in the community that join would have access to my mentors, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, Mrs. Grace Ofuri. You would have access to Mr. Sunday Olorunsheyi. That's the pertinent group. You have access to, there are people I know who are silently in real estate and making impact, both women and men. I'm not one to say your mentor has to be a man, a woman. No, don't. The reason I know I will make a good mentor and I am a good mentor is because I am a teacher. I don't just do. I do everything with the intention of how can I teach this thing to someone else. So like I said, you can spread your payments. Jumoke is the program coordinator. She's in the WhatsApp group. She is the one that will be handling the entire detail on how to go about it. She would also be the one to add you to the WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group is open for everyone because of onboarding for this program, after which we will streamline to those that are wholly joining the program. I do not think that we can do this program October to December. And I know Jumoke is the organizer. This thing is very, very top on our mind. I believe strongly that I want to give people enough time to, and I want to give myself time to package my brand to push the program itself. We'll be starting in November, December, and January. So that I'm holding your hands through January. I cannot, what the changes that will happen in the lives of everybody in the mentorship program will not be able to quantify it. The investment you are making, you will recover it back. Within that same program, you will recover it back. I am 100% sure about that. And if you have any questions, you want to know more, I've already explained everything, honestly. I do trainings for free. I do my free mentorship. You see, I do free mentorship every Monday. By this time tomorrow, I'll be done on Facebook and Instagram. I train, if you are here and you don't watch my Money Mondays, please watch it. I do passionately share a lot on Money Mondays. It is my platform for impact. That is free. You see, this particular program is not free, it is paid for. The free one on Mondays, you get it. If you are in real estate and you want to know more about real estate, you want to learn about marketing, you want to market our products, join Reba. Jumoke can move you into Reba. That is also free Wednesday trainings. I might not be the one teaching all the time. I come in once in a while. We do physical training once in a month. That's another free one. Wire is not free. But Reba is free. Money Monday is free. And if you cannot afford Wire, take advantage of Money Monday and take advantage of Reba. Both of them are good platforms for your growth. Thank you all so much for spending your Sunday evening with me. I am extremely blessed to have all of you powerful women with me. God is going to open greater doors for you. The yearning in your heart, the yearning in your heart, the hunger in your spirit, God will give you the physical strength to pursue it. You know, women change the nation. When a woman becomes healthy, the family is healthy. When a woman is educated, the family is enlightened. When a woman is wealthy, the family is not broke. It's important for you to know that your journey to wealth is beyond you. And that is why I am focused on doing that, on helping as many people journey their way towards wealth. So once again, the investment is $1,000. That's the discount at $650. I am off to bed now. I'm extremely tired, guys. No jokes. My eyes are already closed. But thank you all so much. So I'm going to step back and let Jumoke do. Jumoke, so just get everybody's number. Get I don't think you can get their number. I think it's better you copy your link. That link you gave me, copy it so that they can send you a message on that link. And she will coordinate